Boom! What's going on, everyone? This is Steve Larsen. This is Sales Funnel Radio, and today we're going to talk about JCPenney.
I've spent the last 4 years learning from the most brilliant marketers today. And now I've left my 9 to 5 to take the plunge and build my $1 million business. The real question is, how will I do it without VC funding or debt, completely from scratch? This podcast is here to give you the answer. Join me and follow along as I learn, apply, and share marketing strategies to grow my online business using only today's best internet sales funnels. My name is Steve Larsen, and welcome to Sales Funnel Radio.
What's up, guys? Okay, first off, this is probably one of my favorite case studies ever that I've read. This is from a Harvard one that I read, and it's really, really fascinating stuff. First of all, I would not consider myself a clothing connoisseur, but this is a very fascinating case study. I am not going to be able to say dates or even names correctly. It's the lesson, though. And I remember when I read this the first time, I was sitting in a very tiny room, listening to 400 words a minute, reading through and going through. I was like, oh my gosh, this is a great lesson, right? And it completely applies to everything that's going on here. So here's the story. Story goes that the guy who, okay, you know when Apple first started making their Genius Bar in the Apple stores, right? There's a guy, right, that went through and he started thinking through like this amazing Genius Bar and this amazing experience when you walk in and the design of it, the layout, the look of it, right? When you walk into an Apple store, you know you're in an Apple store, right? And again, I can't remember his name, so if anyone remembers, awesome. I don't right now, off the top of my head, okay? But the guy, what he did is he went and he created this Genius Bar, right? And he created this awesome feel when you walk in there. It's a very premium feel when you walk in. The Apple Store was launched, right, very small, and then they started replicating, just and blasting them all over the place when they got the base test correct, right? Well, they started thinking to themselves, why don't I, keep building this out and put this around other areas? And other department stores started seeing what Apple was doing, okay? It's about the time when JCPenney came along and said, hey, what's up, guy? Do you want to come in, leave Apple, come on over here and design our stores instead? And so he left designing these Apple stores, right, with the Genius Bars and that premium feel when you walk in. He left doing that, and what he did instead was he came and he started designing and doing very similar for JCPenney. And he came in and he went and he set up his this nice premium look. I mean, he would get into JCPenney and he just gutted. Okay, he gutted tons and tons of stuff inside of there. Gutted it. And he got rid of this and that and like the normal shirt racks, and the rings, things like that. Like, I mean, he got rid of it. Literally looked like an Apple store, but with JCPenney clothing inside of it. Okay, so number one, he completely redesigned the entire feel. And number two, what he did is he actually went and he got rid of mailers. He started saying things like, hey, look, people know that we marked this up, and then when they come into the coupon, they're actually buying it at the normal price it was anyways, right? Well, instead, we know the customers are smart. Why don't we just not do that? And instead, right, let's say they get a shirt in, and it's $40, they mark it up to, I don't know, $60, $70, and then send out a coupon that brings it back down to $40, right? That's like the classic Kohl's model, right? That's why there's always a deal going on. There's always always clearance right now. There's always this going on, right? That's how they run. That's how all those department stores work and do that, okay? Anyway, so he took that out. And instead of sending mailers, right, they didn't send anything. And what he did is he started telling the customers, and his message to the market was, look, customers, we know you know what's going on. We know you know that these mailers that we send out, right, when I got this, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to tell the story. We know that these mailers that we send out, you guys know that they're not, right, like extra 50% off or 40% off or 30% off. What? Oh my gosh, right? Well, all they did is they marked it up like crazy so that it seems like this huge discount. It's kind of like my favorite thing, I went and I just grabbed like a quick pair of like swim shorts at Kohl's the other day. And I walked in, they're like, you saved $97. When I go and I check out, they don't tell you how much you spent, they tell you how much you saved. That's very clever, and I'm starting to do that in some of my sales funnels. Okay, but right on the thank you page, you saved blank, 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 instead of you spent this much. Like, you still say that, but the message is, you saved this. Right, and I was looking at them kind of funny. I'm like, I bought a pair of socks and a shirt. You're telling me I saved $147 a day? And I always kind of look at them and smile, and they know, and they're like, hey, so thank you, congratulations, right? But it's the psychology, what they're doing behind, right? Anyways, so this guy said, hey, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna send out these mailers. And instead, if their shirt's $20, we're not gonna say it's $19.97. It's $20. Okay? And we're not gonna mark it up and then give you a coupon to come back in. We know you're smart. We know you're the smart customer. Okay, very interesting thing happened. Okay, their stock price dropped. I think it was a full fourth. I mean, they lost so much value, may even been more of that, and it dropped like this gigantic level in a matter of like 2 months. I mean, it's really, really fast. All their foot traffic stopped in those stores. No one showed up anymore. There's no reason to show up, right? And they ended up getting rid of the guy, getting back the old model, and then suddenly, it's no longer that tight. JCPenney lived and moved on. Okay, what's the lesson there? Guys, even if people know, okay, we do this thing when we do webinars called the stack, right? And the stack in the webinar is beautiful, it's amazing, it's brilliant. And the stack is incredible. What the stack is a way to structure your offers and then present the offers. But it can feel a little bit weird to the person who's doing it, right? Because you're like, what are you gonna get first? First you get this, right? This is totally like an infomercial. This is why they do it. This is called the stack. It's inside an infomercial, right? First you're gonna get this. And that's valued at this price. But wait, if you act now, we're gonna give you 2 for the price of 1. But wait, if you act now, we're actually gonna give you a third for absolutely free. But wait, if you act now, we'll get you this and this and this and this. That's a total value blank, right? And they stack this value up and then do a massive price drop. And people know what they're doing, right? You know what they're doing, right? JCPenney, and any of us, right? You go open up your mailbox the next time mail comes in, right? I guarantee there's some kind of mailer in there, and you know what people are doing, right? But buyers love the game, okay? That doesn't mean you don't play the game just because oh, they're gonna know what I'm doing. Great, good. They know that you're asking for their money soon, right? It's pretty common for, especially a funnel builder, to be like, well, I don't know if I want to put the whole price slash thing. I don't know if I want to put a countdown clock. I don't know if I want to put all these little scarcity urgency things. Let me put that down. All these little scarcity urgency things we use to get someone to actually push over the edge. They're there for a reason, and don't feel awkward about it. Don't feel weird about it. People want an excuse to act now, okay? The coupon mailers that go out, that is a reason for people to get off of their butt and go buy it now. Could they buy the same shirt probably the next day for the same amount of money? Yes, but it's the mailer, it's the little tiny lever, it's the lever that you have, right? It's the ad, it's the scarcity and urgency specifically that gets them to get off of their butt and take action immediately rather than wait. If they already want to buy, give them a reason to now, right? That's why I love this case study so much. I love it with JCPenney because, right, he goes in and he's like, oh, he literally took away the deal. Does that make sense? It took away the endorphin rush I'm gonna get by knowing that I saved $147 today on socks from Kohl's. No, I didn't, okay? I spent $20 on whatever, right? I did not save 140, I spent 20, but it's the way that you say it that makes it an offer. Okay, and you can do that with your copy, not just with what you're selling. You can do that with your scarcity and your urgency. This is a huge lesson. Let people play the game. Buying is a game. And what's funny about I was a door-to-door sales guy and I was going around knocking over the place. People want, if you look at like sales process psychology from beginning to end, there's a game that gets played inside of there, right? There's an endorphin rush that happens that people get, that really they like to feel when they purchase. It's an actual endorphin rush. They want to feel it, let them feel it. And when you take away the deal, they don't feel it. And even though they got the same product, they are less satisfied with it. Does that make sense? You can give the exact same product away and not play some of these games, right? Not play some of these scarcity and urgency moves, not give them reasons to act now, and you will literally kill the fun of them purchasing it, okay? They know, they're still buying, they're still responsible purchasers most of the time, right? But what you're gonna wanna do is find ways to get somebody. So that's my challenge. That's literally the entire point of this entire episode. This might be a little bit short, but that's the whole point of the episode, okay? Figure out what it is. Yes, people want to purchase, and there's this weirdest thing happens, guys, right? Anything that I sell, it's always the 80-20 rule applies to everything, right? 20% of my people are going to run forward after they purchase, right? Which is true for any product. When I was doing two Common Club coaching for ClickFunnels a year ago, right? I still am, but a year ago, it was fascinating. I started looking at the numbers, and there was several hundred people who were in there. inside the course, and I was looking at how many people were actually active, and it was literally almost 20%, right? And the other people that are in there, they would still get the things that they need. It's just who stuck, like the hardcore people, the hardcore believers that were with me like crazy. They were the true believers, the true bleeders, right? It was about 20%. Okay, it's the exact same thing when you're actually selling this stuff. Okay, if you think through like the actual buyer psychology of it, they want to feel the warm fuzzies of them purchasing. You can deliver the exact same product. Right, I know I did an episode about this a little bit ago, about the pre-purchase. This is one of the easiest ways to have a pre-purchase. Don't take away the deal. Don't take away the warm fuzzies. Don't take away the fun of buying, right? People want to purchase. When you show something cool, they already want to buy. Okay, people want to buy. They want to buy things. There's a consumption instinct, which is another great book. Right? It's called The Consuming Instinct. We want to consume things, and that's not a bad thing. But sometimes you, the entrepreneur, get in the way with your own emotions of what you feel awkward over. Don't do that. If something is proven to help you sell the product, then you stay the course and use it to sell the product. Okay? All right. Obviously, as long as it's ethical and moral. Okay? That's okay. I think it goes without saying, but maybe it doesn't. So let me go and just say it. As long as it's ethical and moral. Okay? So figure out what those mechanisms are. And one of the easiest ways for you to go ahead and do that is to start looking at what the other products are that your customers are buying, to get the same solution they're going for, right? To get the same, right? If they want to get money, and let's say they buy your product here, and then they buy someone else's, and buy somebody else's, buy somebody else's. Go look at not just like the funnel, right? What scarcity and urgency, what thrills of purchase has the other guy laced in to their product? Okay, there's a thrill of purchase. Give them the thrill of purchasing, and that is exactly what JCPenney lost. Right, when they brought that other guy in, is a different customer, right? They're sending all these mailers out to all these women and homes who wanted to come on in, and they took away the thrill of purchase because they didn't save, right? I remember my mom's awesome, but she would spend tons of time clipping coupons, so much, and she would go gather coupons from all over the place. She would end up getting money from the store and 2 carts of groceries for free. It's like crazy, right? Amazing. That mentality is very, very different. And to take away like part of it's kind of like when you go on a vacation, right? The vacation itself, I don't know, I said this a few episodes ago too, but the vacation itself has been shown that you can have the exact same amount of fun and excitement and enjoy leading up to the vacation as you will on the vacation, okay? And so if you play that right, when they're anticipating the purchase, when you see a movie preview come out in 6 months in advance, and you put the time in the calendar, and you get the babysitter, and you go and you right, you totally another baby, you get the babysitter set up, and you're planning everything so that you go in, right? It's the exact same thing, you guys. It's the reason you open cart and close carts. It's the reason you do scarcity and urgency. It's the reason you have a countdown clock. The reason you do price slashes, price drops, okay? Little things like that. Do they know what you're doing, okay? Like 99% of the time, the answer is yes, but that does not mean you don't do them, okay? They want to play the game. It is a courtship. It is a dance that they're playing with you, the vendor, okay? And when you look at it that way, it is a lot of fun. So anyways, that's the whole point of today's episode, okay? Keep the fun, keep the thrill of purchasing for your customers, and make sure you've got little neat things laced inside of there so that they like to buy, right? Make it so that it's easy for them to buy. Make it so that it's fun. One of the easiest ways, have success paths, right? Little cultural things. We have a product we just launched called My Funnel Stash, literally, like as in mustache, My Funnel Stash, and it's all the top end funnels that I built at ClickFunnels for Russell and his clients. I just went and I rebuilt them in front of a live audience, and you can buy them and use them. They're like the top of the top. They're freaking awesome, okay? But with My Funnel Stash, I literally send out a ClickFunnels, right? They're ClickFunnels sunglasses. One lens is red, one lens is blue. They're 3D glasses, but they look like the ClickFunnels colors. And then I actually send you out a ClickFunnels mustache, right? It's not ClickFunnels, but right? It's a fake adhesive mustache. Why? Because it's fun, okay? That's the only reason. It builds culture. It's the thrill of the purchase that we're lacing inside of there, right? We got another cool little few tools we've been using lately. When somebody goes in and they buy from me, I'll just flip my phone open and send them a video real fast and say thank you to them personally with their name. Hey, what's up? Thanks so much. And I'll crack stupid jokes. I don't care they're stupid. That's not the point. I'm keeping the thrill of the purchase laced inside of the buying process. Okay? Don't be boring to buy from. Don't be boring in general, but don't be boring in the actual order process. Okay? Anyway, there's lots of little tiny things we've been doing like that lately, and I'll go lace inside of my copy even, right? All right, hey, if you don't get this now, are you ever going to be successful doing this stuff? Absolutely not, right? And I'll say things like that, right? Just as a joke, and they know that they're lacing in my personality, lacing in scarcity and urgency, lacing in the courtship of the purchasing experience is so important. Don't take away the fuel from their sales. They already want to buy from you. Just give them reasons to do it now, right? Anyway, so that's what I got for you guys today. Remember the JCPenney rule. Remember the and when you guys are walking around and you're walking, all right, next time, I guarantee you guys have all done this. Next time you go get your mail from your mailbox, you come and you bring them in, you're leafing through your crap, and you're like, that's junk, that's real. That's junk, that's real. I guarantee you guys all do that, so do I. But I like to read them. Every once in a while, right, you get one of those coupons, you're like, sweet. You know what? We should go do this. What did they give you? Right? It probably already... their numbers would work at that discounted rate anyway. They just marked it up most of the time to just get you in. They gave you a reason to act now. That's a close. Coupons are a close, right? It's not even marketing anymore. We're in the sales and especially the close area. They're closing you. Come on in. Let's get that foot traffic up and rocking. So anyways, keep the thrill of the purchase going. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys liked it, please rate and review it in iTunes and share it. I have a lot of fun making these for you guys. And if you guys want to check out my funnel stash, literally go to myfunnelstash.com and you guys can watch... I actually included in there how I built that whole thing and the marketing behind it, and built the funnel live in front of an audience, built the marketing itself, designed the funnel, built the script live in front of the audience. The entire thing is really fun. So, and then it included the application funnel, webinar funnels, event funnels, e-com funnels, supplement funnels, retail funnels, B2B, like all the top ones I would build over ClickFunnels. These aren't your grandma's funnels. These are awesome funnels. So they're all awesome. Anyways, that's my funnel stash, but I've decided how cool would that be if it was stash. So we got 500 fake mustaches right behind the camera right now. We're shipping out. So, all right, guys, thanks so much, and talk to you later. Bye.
Boom! Just try to tell me you didn't like that. Hey, whoever controls content controls the game. Want to interview me or get interviewed yourself? Grab a time now at stevejlarsen.com.